and today I'm going to introduce you to the topic integers. This topic is going to be taken up in two videos. The first one, which is this one, will be on the basic introduction to integers, and the next one will be dealing up on the operations of integers. So let's go. Let's see what we are going to study in this particular video. Here we are going to see what are integers, when do we work with integers in the real world, and how do we add and subtract integers. Some basic addition and subtraction we'll see here. The key vocabulary which we will be using during this video would be: first, what are integers? Then, what are positive numbers, negative numbers, positive integers, negative integers, the sum of integers, the difference of integers, and opposites. So integers, whole numbers and their opposites are integers, or putting it in the other way, integers are sets of numbers that include all the natural numbers, that is, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and their negatives. I repeat, integers are set of numbers that include all the natural numbers and their negatives. For example, number 6 and -6, both are integers. Zero is a whole number, that is, it is neither a positive or a negative number, but yes, it is an integer. So what is a positive number? We all know that a number greater than 0 is a positive number, like 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all positive numbers. Negative numbers. A number less than 0 is a negative number. As you can see on the number line, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 and so on. They are all negative numbers. Opposite numbers. Numbers that are at the same distance from 0 in the opposite direction are opposite numbers. So -3 and 3, they are called as opposite numbers. Now, where do we use negative numbers? Because in real world, negative numbers do not exist. They are abstract. Because there is nothing as -10 or -20 in the real world. But there are certain situations where the negative numbers are used. So let's see the first example. Negative numbers are used to measure temperature. So you could be in one of the hill stations and you could say, today the temperature is -5 degrees Celsius. Negative numbers are also used to measure under the sea level. So under the sea level, at the sea level we are at 0, and under the sea level it will be -10, -20, -30 and so on. That is below the sea level. Negative numbers are also used to show debt. Let's say, taking an example, let's say your parents bought a car but had to get a loan from the bank for rupees 5 lakhs. So when they count all their money, they add in rupees -5 lakhs to show that they still owe the bank. So here the negative number is showing the debt which is owed by the person. Integers are positive and negative numbers. Each negative number is paired with a positive number the same distance from 0 on a number line. We can represent integers using red and yellow counters for a better understanding. Here you will see the red tiles, which you will be seeing in the coming up slides, will be representing negative integers, and yellow tiles will represent positive integers. Red for negative, yellow for positive. So with this in mind, let's see some basic addition and subtraction of integers. Just see the diagram below, and here you will find two ways to represent -3. These are three red tiles. Each red tile represents one negative number. So three red tiles represent -3. Seeing the second diagram, you can see that there are 5 red tiles and 2 yellow tiles. So 5 red tiles are representing -5 and 2 yellow tiles are representing 2 positive numbers. So in the whole of the operation, you would have only 3 red tiles remaining, because 2 red and 2 yellow will cancel out on each other, and so this is another way to represent -3. You can try representing -3 in 2 more ways on your own. Now just see these figures and try telling which integer each group of tiles represents. Have a pause and look at the first one. There are 3 red tiles and 1 yellow tile. Have you thought of the answer? Look at the second figure. It has 2 red and 3 yellow. And remember, red is for negative, yellow is for positive. The third one shows 5 yellow and 3 red. So just see the answers coming up and tell whether you got the correct answer. The first has -3 plus 1, so that represents the negative number 2. The next one has 3 positive, 2 negative, representing +1. And the last one has 5 positive, 3 negative, so 5 minus 3, which represents the number. Now, if there are the same number of red tiles as yellow tiles, what number is represented? 3 red and 3 yellow means +3 and -3. So any guesses? The answer will be 0. So this brings us to the end of the first video. Kindly subscribe for updates and do keep a look for the next video, in which we'll be talking majorly about the operations on integers. Thank you for watching.